Folks, before we get into the episode, don't forget to check out the brand new Patreon page, but more on that later. Let's get into the show. Taking a little lean back to that.
Thinking about it. That song's gonna be stuck in my head all show now.
Yeah, that's okay. I already forgot about it. Is the podcast going?
Yeah,
Shit,
we're live.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Turn it on, Andy.
Yeah. Gotta flip it around. Yep. 6-year-old Andy staring out the car window to that song constantly.
Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. An all-time banger.
I always forget.
One of the best songs maybe ever. I'm going to be bumping that.
I gotta tell you, I really...
No.
People go crazy for that song,
Dude,
and I just don't
that
see
song,
it. It's a good...
bang.
It's a really good song.
Very
It's
emotional.
a very good song. But I think maybe just because I listened to it so much as a kid, like...
Dude.
You know, and knowing that the Goo Goo Dolls are like Buffalo guys or whatever, you know,
That's
when I hear some of my
all-time
friends
song.
from not Buffalo bring up that song,
Oh,
I have one
count.
friend in particular who really enjoys that song.
He doesn't count.
I'm like, I just don't see it. I just don't have that love for it in me.
That song,
I'm sorry, folks.
and Better Days, dude. Oh, dude,
Is that
I
Goo
can
Goo
get
Dolls
down
also?
to some Better Days.
Yeah, I just don't like. I don't really. Better Days. I really don't like that song very much.
Dude.
There's something about what
There's
is
like some
what is
video.
that subgenre of like Goo Goo Dolls and Train? I would throw into the same collective.
Yeah, what
mix. Like,
genre
what
is that?
Yeah,
Like,
'cause I don't like Train. I like Drops
dude,
of Jupiter enough,
I can do some Train.
but Soul Sister, terrible song. There's one song that I like the beginning of, but then the second.
Train's got some songs.
Train does. They've got a lot of songs. They got a lot of
Some
songs,
Train
dude.
songs.
But
I feel like there's
you got
a
Drops
newer
of
Train
Jupiter.
song.
You got Hey Soul Sister. Oh, Save Me San Francisco. I can't believe they actually allow that song on the radio. That's one of the worst songs I've ever heard. That's
I
crazy.
don't think that song's bad. What was I gonna say? Yeah, what is that genre of music?
Yeah, what is it? It's got to be some kind of alternative.
I used to like the song "Play That Song," but then it got
Oh
played
God,
too
that
much.
song's so
yeah,
bad.
I'm out on "Play That Song."
That song I didn't like that song for the first time I heard it.
I'm out on that song.
It's a
now.
bad tune. Train has more bad songs than they have good songs because they only have
on
one
their
good song.
on Train Essentials. One of the songs.
Wait,
is,
they have an Essentials CD?
no, like, but the
Oh,
Apple
okay,
Music
yeah,
has
yeah.
a
It has a
Train
Train
Essentials.
Essentials,
They have an
okay.
Everybody
Because
Essentials.
that'd be big.
Careless Whisper featuring Kenny G.
Okay. Train's cover of Careless Whisper.
That
does sound pretty
guess. Yeah. Yeah, I guess they don't have that many good songs.
They
Poor
really
Train.
don't.
If It's Love, good song.
How's that one go?
If it's love.
You singing it has gotten me further away from recognizing it.
Wait,
But I think
I
know. I know I don't like it, but I can't remember how
I
it goes.
think this is how it goes. I think this is like the song. If it's love and we decide that it's forever, no one else could do it better. If it's love and we're two birds of a feather, then the rest is just whatever. Something like that.
You're
I
singing.
think I'm
it's
a little
so
bit
close,
off.
but your singing
I know,
is just
I'm a
so
little
bad
bit
that
off.
it's taking me
No,
further
I'm
away
a little bit
from
off,
the
for
answer. But that's
sure.
okay.
I didn't want to belt it, and I can't like casually sing. Like, you know what I mean?
You
That's
could.
a tough position to
You
put something in.
could.
No,
it's not,
you like
Matthew. No,
kind
it's-
of sing that song.
No,
There's
no.
no such thing as kind of singing a song.
Yeah, so then fucking
Well.
sing. Then sing, boss. Bossa Nova.
Marry Me. I think that's. a
Oh, that's
song.
one of the. That's a terrible song. That's Train. That's a song. That's
What-
like marry me.
Yeah,
Bad tune.
That's
Very
not
bad
bad.
tune.
dude. Better Days, Andy. Dude, Better Days is.
Better days.
No, not at all.
Isn't that the way it
No.
goes? Isn't that the song that's
No.
like, maybe we'll find better days? They used to play it
Kind
for
of.
commercials on the news all the time.
Kind of, but you're so off.
Take this first
And sing out loud.
Right, yeah, that's like the...
'Cause everyone. Yeah.
You know what is?
Dude, that
you know
is
what's
a
a
fucking
you know what's
dude.
a staple of this
Because tonight the
unnameable
world
genre,
begins
though?
again, baby.
Okay, it's still a bad song.
No, it's not.
But
You
you know
watch
what's
that to a video. There's like a video
Um,
of Ryan Miller standing in the snow in front of like the Odd Plaza, like young with his hair long still, and that song playing, and it
Sure.
is like the most emotional thing that you could show me in this world. Like nothing jerks a tear more than
See,
that.
but that
Dude,
points
'cause,
away
like-
from the song, though. That's points away from the song.
No.
Well,
That's
if you let
the
me-
whole thing. Is like in the
I'll explain
in the
why.
early 2010s, like maybe like even before that, like Better Days was like Sabres montage city, like
I know.
because we wanted to find better days.
And that's again
Dude.
all detrimental. It takes points away from the song because if you, and I know you don't necessarily need that stuff, but it sounds like you do. If you need a montage of emotional things for the song to hit up you emotionally,
no.
points
I
away from
don't,
the song.
because
Points
that
away from the
no.
song.
But what you're not understanding is before I knew the song, I knew the montage.
right?
Like you know what I mean? Because that's what the song was. It was a Sabres song to
Yeah.
me. Like the biggest miss the Sabres have ever had was when they did all their different stuff. When they did like their 50th year anniversary, when they brought back their jerseys, like that song should have been a staple. Like they need that song playing in that arena. Like that place will buzz.
Sure.
If they could get that song playing, and for whatever
And I hear
reason,
ya.
they just like refuse to like remember it as part of their culture. But
That's
yeah,
kinda
it
sad.
did used to play like Channel 2 commercials.
Channel 2 commercial. I can picture. I can
Yeah.
see it's people.
Which, like, that
handing
is a
someone
little
else a box
depressing.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think it's depressing. No,
Yeah,
because
your
it's like
news station
we're
be like,
building it up though.
Yeah,
dude.
but
we're a
we're
city
really
on the
shitty
rise.
right now.
Yeah, I know we
Yeah.
are, but we're looking for those better days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just
Tonight, this is the night the world begins again.
when it stands that song standing on its own, it's too shaky for me.
Dude, but that song with thinking about the 06-07 Buffalo Sabres
Oh sure.
is like, holy fuck, dude. Talk about feelings. Like
I
that
just
is
can't relate.
pure emotion. That is, yeah. Somebody said the other day, does your brother ever go to Sabres games? I said, no, my brother hates hockey.
I don't hate
I said
hockey.
you
I
went
don't
to
hate
one.
hockey anymore. I don't
You
hate
went to one
hockey
last
anymore.
year.
I did, and boy, oh boy, were my pockets full of hot dogs that
Yeah,
day,
a lot of
folks.
dogs.
That's
Dude,
what it was all about.
oh my God, this is such an exciting time to talk about this. The Sabres are doing this thing this year
Yeah.
where for every opponent, so there's 32 teams in the NHL minus them, 31. So for all 32 teams, they're doing a thing this year where each opponent has their own opponent-themed hot dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like Tampa Bay played yesterday, and I believe in Buffalo, and I believe the hot dog was like a Cuban hot dog. It was like on a panini. And they sell footlongs now, Andy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
so
good.
like when I was there the other day, the opening night specialty hot dog, I think it was a specialty hot dog. 'Cause they had like a buffalo dog. And then they had this, it's called like the hat-trick hot dog or something like that. And it was a footlong dog with hat-trick sauce, which I don't know what that is.
Sure.
Bam Bam sauce, which I also don't know what that is. But I've heard of that one before.
Yeah.
Nacho cheese.
Sure.
And jalapenos. That was what was on it. So it was
Wow.
3 sauces and then jalapeno. It was a
Man.
dense dog.
See,
Very
I feel
messy,
Like,
very
I wonder
messy.
if we're getting back to this period of really getting to America's roots of like what stadium food is supposed to be. I feel like, I mean, there's obviously been cultural spurts in the past where we've kind of as a country been like, like when kale got big. There was a big health conscious push and stuff,
dude,
and now maybe like
somebody was
post-COVID,
somebody was
we're getting
talking the
back
other
to
day
like,
about what's
God,
starting.
remember when you could just when you'd go to some place, it'd be like, this is a pancake with like ice cream on it and stuff, and like, we're
fuck
doing
with
it
pancakes.
whatever. So maybe we're getting back to that. I feel like just a real loaded up type of America.
Nah, I actually have a really good. I'll give you the reasoning behind it, but not on
Sorry.
air.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
but
can
I have the
understand.
reason.
Well, I mean, as I'm talking about it, I am kind of talking myself out of it into being.
But yeah,
like,
but regardless,
they've got themed hot dogs.
and they have footlong dogs now, so you can get a regular footlong Salins. Just at any time.
I might have to rip over to find myself a hot dog tonight somewhere when we get out of here.
Ooh, a little D-O double G.
Yeah. That's how I
D-O
spell
single
it.
G.
D-O's a little D-O single G,
Little
baby.
D-O single G.
Folks, that cold winter is coming, all right? Why not stay inside, bundled up, and let Instacart take care of things for you? Because the good news is with Instacart, you can get not just groceries, but some of your favorite products from some of your favorite local stores delivered right to your front door in as little as 1 hour. And the best part is, right now, 2 in the Cooler listeners get free delivery on their first order of $10 or more. All you have to do to get that deal is hit the link in this episode description. Start using Instacart today and make things a little easier on yourself. Folks, a great way to support the show is to actually do something nice for yourself and check out all the great merch we have got over at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. All kinds of great stuff, not just for this show, but also for Schemin' and Dreamin' and Quested, the other 2 podcasts that we're producing right here. We've got T-shirts, long sleeves, hoodies, whatever it is you're looking for. All kinds of stuff that's great for winter coming up. We've also got a lot of cool accessories, glassware, mugs, pint glasses, and then, of course, fanny packs, notebooks. The slides are super awesome that we just got. Bucket hats, regular baseball hats, all kinds of cool stuff. Go check it out for yourself. Hit the link in this episode description. Again, that's snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. Folks, I mentioned it up top, but I've got to tell you in a little more detail about the brand new Patreon page. It's patreon.com/snackspot. Link's going to be in this episode description as well as in our Instagram bio. Right now up there, you can check out the Captions On podcast where Jake from Schemin' and Dreamin', Emily, and myself are going through all of the Disney Channel original movies. It's a lot. It's insane. It's wild. It's fun. It's exhausting. It's a lot. It's so many emotions, but it's so cool, and you're definitely going to want to come along for the ride on that, as well as a lot of other cool, exclusive, new content and series and stuff that we're going to be putting up there very soon. So make sure, again, you check out the Patreon right now while it's still only $3 a month, okay? You're going to want to get that deal while it lasts, folks, okay? So, again, hit the link in this episode description or in an Instagram bio. Check out the brand new Patreon. That's patreon.com/snackspot. It's going to be a lot of fun, so check it out. And if you're interested in advertising on this show or our twin show, Schemin' and Dreamin', or Quested, the Dungeons & Dragons podcast that we produce right here, you can email us at snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. Because the podcasting space, particularly as far as advertising goes, has really, really busted wide open. And it's cool to see companies the magnitude of McDonald's and State Farm moving their way into the podcast advertising space, because, these are companies that are doing commercials on the Super Bowl and things like that. These are massive corporations, and it's fun to see them head into the podcast space. I think it does say a lot about how effective podcast advertising can be. It's fun to see them explore that, move away from traditional media, like TV and stuff a little more. The problem is it hasn't left really any room for smaller or local businesses to get in on the action, but that's what we are here for. That's what we're all about, folks. So again, if you're interested in learning more about all the benefits to podcast advertising, hit us up at snackspotsports@gmail.com. Their stadiums and stuff, staying on topic slightly. You know what Emily just told me that I thought was very interesting?
What?
We were talking about the Super Bowl or something, and Emily told me that the NFL was thinking about having Taylor Swift do their Super Bowl, the halftime show, but then seeing how everything that's gone on with her Eras tour and her, the past couple weeks and stuff, where so many Taylor Swift fans have been showing up to Jets games and things like that. I guess they didn't want
Chiefs games.
Yeah, what did I say? Steelers?
Jets.
That's what I was thinking. Well, I was thinking because she went to that Jets game. Yeah. But they thought that they didn't want just a bunch of Taylor Swift fans buying up Super Bowl tickets for just to see her halftime performance. So Taylor Swift is officially too big to do the Super Bowl, and they've got Usher doing it now this year.
I got no comment.
Really? See, you say that, but your face says you have a bunch of comments.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Factual comments.
Okay. But you don't want to get into them?
No, I don't want to get into it.
You don't want to perjure yourself on camera.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Yeah. Maybe not factual, but heavily I got theories.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't want to get into them.
No, I don't want to get into them. That's too
I
deep
love
in,
it.
That's too deep in the weeds for me, man.
Okay. Hey, understandable.
That's
I
too
love it.
deep
There's
in the
nothing better.
weeds.
I got a lot of theories. I
Yeah.
refuse to share them. However, just know that I do have them. I am working on something
You got me in a
great.
bad spot because that was back-to-back topics that I.
Yeah, I know. You're
yeah.
like, no, sorry,
Yeah.
scratch that. Okay, let me throw
I know,
this one
Kyle.
out there. They're making another live-action Disney remake,
That we can talk.
and it's going to be Tarzan this time around.
Whoa!
That's George of the Jungle. I think Tarzan bellows like that, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, Tarzan does that.
It's George of the
Tarzan
Jungle.
100%
George of the Jungle.
does.
Dude, do you remember? Wow, this just unlocked a real crazy memory for me. One time, we were so little, like you were maybe 3 or 4 tops. We were in Florida. We were staying at some house our parents had rented, and we were playing Tarzan. We were doing Tarzan versus like the cheetah in the movie.
Yeah.
And because I'm pretty sure I had Tarzan themed like tighty whities that I would wear as a kid, so I'm pretty sure I had those on. And then we were just like wrestling each other, and I got gum in your hair. That was like part of my wrestling tactic, was to like take a piece of Hubba Bubba and stick it in your hair. Do you remember this at all?
Was it Easter?
It must have, because we'd always go down to Florida like Easter.
Oh,
time,
yeah,
so
it
it must
was
have been around
Easter.
Easter. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
probably did have some kind of big Easter
Dude,
bubble
that's
gum.
crazy because I remember you being the one that got bubble gum in your hair in Florida.
No
on
way, it
Easter.
was you.
No, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
But like I must have been having an out-of-body experience watching myself.
My memory of it is slightly out of body as well. It must have. Mom must have been really mad at us or something. That
Dude,
was
I
kind
remember.
of,
I
some
remember
bad must
somebody
have been, something
sitting on
bad
the
must have
couch
happened.
getting peanut butter
Oh, yeah,
massaged
yeah.
through their hair.
Which I
and
don't-
I always thought it was you, but it very well could have been
I
me.
think it was you.
I think that was the year you got a Nintendo DS for.
No,
Easter.
no. This was way before that. This was way before the DS was out. Fucking the Game Boy SP might not have even been out at this time, dude.
No, it's all blur.
It is all blur.
It's all blur.
So
I'll talk.
it's a
I want to go
crazy
back
road,
to Taylor Swift
brother.
in the Super Bowl. I think that's total bullshit. I
Okay.
think that's total bullshit. I think, and I'm not disrespecting like Taylor Swift's like,
Her pull.
fame.
Sure.
Yeah, but dude, they do not care. Not in a bad way, but they don't care who buys the Super Bowl tickets. Like fans of teams are not going. They don't go to Super Bowls anyway. It's way too expensive for like the average fan to go to the Super Bowl. Like
Right.
it's all, you know, it's too like it's all, you know.
It's either people who save for a long time
Yeah,
and
more
are just
well-off
like
people
or
or
well-off
like
people.
businesses. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's
A lot of that stuff.
It's very corporate. Super Bowls are very corporate. There's not a lot of like hardcore fanage going on at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So like I don't if that was gonna make the tickets more expensive, I don't think that would.
No, it wouldn't
Stop
make it
them
more
one bit.
expensive, but they'd all get grabbed up so quickly.
Yeah, I don't think that would
You
be.
don't think?
Well, the
I
original
can hear
rumor
you.
was that it was supposed to be Miley Cyrus and Harry Styles were supposed to do the Super
Oh,
Bowl.
that could have been cool.
show. Yeah, and I don't know why that got vetoed to Usher because that was like a pretty like well-known rumor.
Oh,
It was
okay.
pretty out there. So again, I don't know if
I think
whatever.
Miley Cyrus
and also
halftime show would be
isn't Taylor
fun.
Swift going to be on her international tour in
Probably.
February?
Probably. I mean, I like all the holes you're punching in this.
Yeah,
I love
check
it.
Emily's source.
Yeah, maybe I will.
My coworker.
Fair
I
enough.
don't
Fair
trust
enough.
that person at all. Yeah, I mean,
I like it though. Because
yeah, I think
what
they-
what
I think that
seems
would
to be
fine.
what feels like is happening to me is because me saying like Taylor Swift too big for the Super Bowl. I mean, that good for her if that were the truth. So if I were her PR team, I'd be putting that out there like, yeah, you know what, she's actually
See,
too
but
big for the Super Bowl.
this is my thing about
Not that she needs it.
I'm getting into dangerous territory here.
Okay.
But this is my thing about the whole Taylor Swift anything. I'll speak quickly and briefly, and I'll try not to,
Sure.
upset anybody.
This is literally you. You are like a politician who like cheated on his wife. You're coming out, no questions. You're gonna
No,
release a
I-
statement.
Like, here's my thing. Like, there's the big. Obviously, it's well known that the Swifties will go after people on the internet, and they've been very passionate about this relationship or whatever it is with Travis Kelce.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, we don't want to put labels on
Yeah,
it, baby.
and like there's been a big thing of guys that like make jokes where they'll like secretly record their girlfriend. They'll be like, it's crazy that like Travis Kelce's dating this singer now, and like her career's taken off.
Yeah,
You know
I've
what
seen
I mean? Like,
seen the flip side of those.
yeah, and I think that Taylor Swift is probably, I mean, she's definitely has more money than Travis Kelce. Like, and Travis Kelce has a lot of money, but she probably is more famous than Travis Kelce. But I don't think it's a comparison of Taylor Swift to Travis Kelce. I think it's a comparison of Taylor Swift to the NFL. And there's no fucking way that Taylor Swift is bigger than the NFL. I don't care what anybody says. It's just not true. Like, you can say, look at Taylor Swift's tour. Yeah, but the NFL sells out 30 or whatever, 16, 17 stadiums every single Sunday.
Yeah.
Like, all the time. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Taylor Swift's not doing that, but, like, I saw somebody post a video, and I know some of it is also trolling, but some of it is serious, like, Taylor Swift fans that, like, obviously don't pay attention to sports, which is fine, but they're like, very delusional about it. Like, they're recording at a Taylor Swift concert, like an NFL stadium. I think it was in, like, Detroit or something. And it was a video. And I'm pretty sure the girl was serious. She might not have been.
Let's say she was.
I think she was. That was, like, I totally understand, like, how Taylor Swift sells out this stadium, but I can't believe, like, a football game sells out this stadium.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck do you do all the
she
time?
She just has a different perspective.
No, I
Her
know,
algorithm's different, you know, dude. That's all
like,
it is these days.
Taylor Swift, big, not bigger than the NFL. That's my only claim.
Worldwide?
So, like, yes.
Okay.
Taylor Swift is not bigger than the NFL.
That's where it gets a gray area for me, because I'm pretty much outside of both of these fandoms. But
Taylor Swift not bigger than the NFL. No chance.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
In India. Well, again, that, you know what? That's bringing the scope down again. But worldwide, you're saying Taylor Swift is bigger than the NFL?
No, it's tough. I mean,
it is tough.
Listen,
it's
the
close.
NFL's played the past 3 weeks. They've played in London.
Yeah,
they play in London again, I think, this week, and then in November they play like 2 or 3 games in Germany. Like, they play international games. Sure. They have a lot of fans. Like, I guess Canada's a bad example. North America's probably a bad example because they play Mexico City games and stuff like that. But like, Canadians are fans of NFL teams, random NFL teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because they don't have ones. You know, I don't know. Internationally, I don't know.
I think it's got to be Swift internationally. I think
in the U.S.,
it does have to be.
Definitely the NFL.
Yeah. In the U.S.,
it's got to be the NFL.
It is the NFL, sure.
Maybe internationally. I don't know.
I don't think internationally. It's got to be Taylor Swift.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
But I still am not convinced because the NFL's dude, the NFL is massive. I know Taylor Swift is also massive, but I don't think she's bigger than the NFL.
Not in this country. I'll agree with that. I could definitely 100% agree with that. But internationally, yeah, she's got the juice.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that.
It's got to. It is. There's no way, dude. Internationally, I just don't, because again, I feel like when the NFL goes to London, I don't know how well those games sell. Assuming they sell out, how much of that is just like, this is kind of a cool thing because it doesn't happen all that often.
They do it every year.
Sure, but it's not like you're getting that many. You're not getting a football game every week across the pond, you know?
No, but you're getting 3 a year for the past 10 years now. So that's 30 games. How many concerts is she doing internationally on her tour? 30?
Probably less than that, but, you know, definitely more diverse, like, locations for sure.
Yeah.
You know, not just like a London or whatever, Munich. You know, big cities.
Munich, Germany.
Yeah.
She's not going down to Mexico City. NFL plays games in Mexico City.
I mean, maybe she does. I don't know. I don't
she's
ever.
Not going to Mexico.
Yeah,
City.
But maybe she doesn't need to. Maybe she's safe.
She doesn't need to do what she doesn't.
That's true.
I'm not saying Taylor Swift's not big. I don't think she's bigger than the NFL.
Again, this country, sure. Worldwide.
But what I will say, ultimately, I guess, is my point was, like, I think both the NFL and Taylor Swift were in bed together on this whole thing. Maybe not like the relationship part of it, but like there's no way that they both knew that they weren't making an insane amount of money.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I mean, I think just in the world that we live in today, like, yeah, of course.
Like, I also saw a theory that Donna Kelce, which is Travis Kelce's mom, was like in on it too, because, you know, like, influencers get paid to like do stuff like that. So there was rumors circulating that everybody was getting a little cash in their pocket,
Hey, man,
including Taylor and Travis.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's the way, everybody needs a little something to line the pockets.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody.
And I don't blame them if that's what it is. But
no, of course not.
I am. Yeah, it did get to be a lot. Whereas like my quarterback, Josh Allen, and his celebrity girlfriend.
That's right.
She's at every game. She just stays in the shadows.
Is she really?
She's there.
No way.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is her name again?
Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld. Yeah, she's great, dude. She's great.
Got a spot. She's been at a few. I don't know if she's at all of them.
I love those two together. I think they just. I don't know. I just think they make such a great couple. They seem so sweet.
Yeah, just two peas in a pod.
Just a couple peas in a pod, baby.
Yeah, just two peas in a pod.
And I like her as well. I like that movie she was in. Fuck, I want to say 17 again, but that's not what it was called. It had something with
17's again's a great movie.
It had something with 17 in it, but she's good. She's always good. I did get to watch a lot, dude. I've been mainlining Halloween into my veins as much as humanly possible for the past
as everybody
week.
should.
Yes,
I have not been. But.
I mean, I've been going across the board. I've been trying to watch so much stuff, and I gotta say, dude, I think Hubie Halloween might be my favorite Halloween movie.
Never seen it.
And Faz on Schemin' and Dreamin' is constantly saying how bad Hubie Halloween is, and he's wrong.
What's it about?
It's an Adam Sandler movie, and he.
Oh, I think I have seen. Is it a Netflix movie?
Yeah.
I think I have seen this one.
He's like a real weirdo. And,
yeah.
It's a great movie. It's very fun.
I have seen it. That's a great movie.
It's
I'm all
goofy.
in on Hubie
It's
Halloween.
super goofy. It's weird. He does the Adam Sandler voice the whole movie,
yeah,
which is great. Which is one of the things Faz was like, I can't believe you did the voice the whole movie. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Yeah, at the very end. Spoiler alert for Hubie Halloween.
And what's his name? Big fat ass is the police officer.
Okay, Kevin James.
Yeah.
Put some respect on his name, dude. Kevin James. I'm glad you brought this up because Kevin James has been that meme has been huge lately, right?
You're pretty good at that.
Oh, I've been practicing, dude. I love it. I think that's so funny.
You've been verbal memeing everybody.
Because I love Kevin James, and I feel like people shit on him all the time. King of
Paul
Queens,
Blart,
dude. Paul Blart. People don't respect the first Paul Blart enough. I know
Paul
that it's like I don't know, a little weird.
Peanut Blart
whatever.
and jelly.
What up, man?
Yeah,
that's a classic
line.
line. That's an all-time line. Still holds a record for me personally. Saw it 4 times in the theaters. Not because I was passionate about it. People just kept asking me to go, and I kept having nothing else to do. Yeah. But Kevin James, I mean, I love that guy so much. I think King of Queens is such a great show, and it is, dude. And a lot of it is because
UPS, the dad.
Yes, a lot of it goes deservedly so to Jerry Stiller.
I didn't realize that was Ben Stiller's dad until
like
today. I saw like a video of them on like a late night show when like Ben Stiller was first like getting famous, and Jerry Stiller was like telling Ben how to answer questions.
Oh, that's
like, live. Like, no,
that's
you don't
good.
answer like that.
That's a good bit.
I didn't get to watch the clip, but it was because I was doing stuff.
Sure.
But
that's great. Yeah, they look kind of alike. Like once you
except Jerry Stiller is very small and wrinkly.
Yeah, he's a real my God.
But I haven't seen Ben in a while, so Ben might have just taken over for Jerry. There might be no more Ben.
No, Ben Stiller, he's doing like a lot of directing and stuff now. Like there's this Apple TV show that fucking.
No, but that's what I mean. When's the last time you saw eyes on him? He might be small and wrinkly now, and people might just assume it's Jerry.
He could be
Jerry might have just passed away.
Jerry it did pass away like 2 years ago or something like that. So
yeah. So Ben.
So I hate to be the one to break that to you.
Ben and Jerry. You think that Jerry named his son Ben because of Ben and Jerry's the ice cream?
Yeah, I do.
That didn't seem heartfelt.
Oh,
that
sorry.
Seem genuine.
Sorry, Matthew. No, I don't know.
And also, did you know that Warren Buffett owns Dairy Queen? Is like a majority
stockholder
in Dairy Queen.
I did not know that. That's so funny.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because he just loves ice cream.
Yeah, of course.
Which is fucking awesome.
That sounds like something our dad would do if he had the ability to buy Dairy Queen.
Dude, I want to buy. I want to reach out. Like I've been thinking about it. I haven't done it yet. I haven't pulled the trigger, but like really reach out and put together like, a well thought like 2 or 3 paragraphs
Yeah.
to him and just say, hey, like, I love ice cream and I have some ideas because I'm still pissed that they took away the brownie batter blizzard.
Oh,
It's
right.
the best blizzard to ever exist.
It's a classic. I remember they had a Pop Rocks blizzard for a very brief
Ooh.
time. Oh, yeah, dude. It was gross because
Yeah,
you would like,
sound good.
because you like hold Pop Rocks in your mouth for a little while.
Yeah.
But when you just swallow them, it's full chaos internally, dude. It was like I was
Yeah, I think you're not supposed to
you know
swallow.
that game, is it called Pickup Sticks or what, where like all the sticks go into that tube and you got to like pull sticks out so that something doesn't fall. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I think pickup sticks is like a
Like a Depression era
Yeah,
game. It's like,
yeah.
yeah, there's sticks on the ground where you
Yeah.
pick them up. Whatever that game is, that's
like
what
Ring
it
around
felt
the
like.
Rosie is like in pickup sticks.
Like it was like tiny little WMDs going off in my tonsils as I was eating that Dairy Queen Blizzard. But were you to get a hold of them, get in contact with Dairy Queen, do you know what are some changes that you would make to Dairy Queen?
I'd bring back the brownie batter blizzard.
That's number one,
That's
sure.
Number one. Number two is I don't think they do a good enough job of showing
Flipping?
you. They're very lazy about it, dude. They barely even get to
Look,
90
dude.
degrees.
Being an ice cream girl is not an easy gig.
Okay, but that's fine. Then you got to take that out of like your marketing, because still, if you look at like a Dairy Queen sign, all the blizzards are
I know,
upside
but
down on the sign.
This is what happened. I mean, this is going to happen anytime you have a large corporation like Dairy Queen,
No.
whose workforce
should
is so
go-
many teenage
He
girls.
should go to every Dairy Queen in the continental United States and order a undercover. Actually, they don't know who he is.
They don't know
yeah.
what he looks like.
And order a blizzard, and if they don't flip it, fired on the spot. Like, he should just start firing.
I mean, they
everybody.
always flip, but it's like it's more of a it's a
Dude,
wrist
I've seen
twist.
no flip before.
You've seen no flip? Did you say anything?
Oh yeah, threw a fit.
Really?
No, I didn't say a word. I just
You
took my
didn't
blizzard and
You didn't
walked
say
away.
anything.
But I
I
walked
honestly
away,
wouldn't either.
when
Can you
yeah.
imagine being a Dairy Queen girl and some fucking asshole pulling up and be like, you didn't flip it?
Yeah, let me get a free blizzard.
Not even that. Like, I don't want a free one. I just want to let you know you didn't flip it. And you're
No,
supposed
see,
to be
I'd
like,
do it because I
"Fuck
wanted a
that,
free
dude."
blizz.
But because they corporate makes you flip it. Fuck that, dude. I don't know. I'm getting mad now about
Why?
Dairy
You
Queen.
don't like the flip?
No, I don't mind the flip, but I get what
Also-
like having being forced, being a young person working at any type of fast food place, and there's all kinds of shit that they want you to do that is absolute bull crap.
Also,
and that's such a big one.
dilly bars, dust. Just cut them,
Really?
except for the cherry ones
Okay.
and the butterscotch ones.
So just take the chocolate ones away.
Yeah, chocolate dilly bars, dust. And I don't even. Yeah, the butterscotch are okay, but the cherry ones are good.
I think there's still
Actually, just
enough
the
people
cherry
out
on
there,
the
though.
outside is good. Like the vanilla ice cream's ass.
So you just want like that coating.
With a little bit, like I want a dilly bar to be really, really thin.
That sounds delicious. Actually,
thin dilly bar.
dilly bar.
I'd make them a lot thinner.
I kind of really like that.
Yeah. I also think that you should be able to get an ice cream cake in a cup.
Wow. I mean, that's just fucking genius.
Yeah.
Why isn't anybody selling that at like 7-Eleven or something?
I don't know, but it would be delicious. Like, you should be able to get an ice cream cake in a cup.
I wonder what the process is to make the
Dude,
crunchies.
This is what I would do.
Or if Dairy Queen has some kind
This
of
is what I would do if I was
hold
Dairy
on
Queen.
that.
I would have like, you're getting the sheet cakes anyway, so I'd take like one of the giant sheet cakes, and then when somebody comes in and orders a ice cream cake in a cup, you just take a cup, stab it upside down, and then hand it to them.
Sure. Yeah,
know what I'm
something
saying?
like that. Yeah. No, ice cream cake.
Or
in
get a
cup.
double. You can get a double too. You
It's
can get a
pure
double ice
genius.
cream cake in a cup, where they hit it twice.
That is such a great idea.
Dude, it sounds like, dude, yo, I think there's a Cinnabon opening. Is there one? Have you been to the Outlet Mall lately in Niagara Falls?
No.
I think they might have been reopening Cinnabon, dude.
Wow.
Cinnabon had this fucking thing, dude, and it was called Center of the Bun. Did you ever have this?
No.
Dude.
I'm glad we're back to talking
Holy
about
shit,
fucking
bro.
discontinued menu items, though.
Cinnabon, dude. They had this thing, Center of the Bun, it was called. Or maybe it was called Center of the Roll, whatever it
I
was.
think it was called the G spot.
No.
I'm
No,
pretty
it was
sure.
not.
I'm pretty sure, baby.
And
the Cinnabon
Andy,
G-spot.
what it was literally.
I think I can figure out what it was for myself, Matthew.
Nah, but you can't really. It was
You're
like
not like getting it.
it was like they took a bunch of cinnamon rolls, obviously, and it was like they peeled the outside like rim and then chopped up all the middles, so it was like pieces of the middle only, and then put them in a dish, right? And then when you ordered it, they would like put it in the microwave and then just pour like the Cinnabon like frosting over top of it. And it was a bowl of just like gooey middle of the
it's
roll
like
with the frosting. Andy, it was so good. I cannot explain to you. You will never understand. Until nobody will ever understand that's never eaten this. No, but
I think I get it exactly.
What it actually tastes like. It was like it like when they tried to do the top of the muffin.
Yeah.
It was like that, but they succeeded at it.
Right.
I don't know what they did with the outer parts, and I don't care.
Sure.
Even if they were sneaking one or two in every bowl, you couldn't even
away.
tell. Andy, this creation. I mean, it had to have been like 3,500 calories like per bowl. Yeah. Like you're talking 2 days worth of food in this bowl in terms of calories.
That's so
but
crazy.
Holy shit, it was so good, Andy. It was so good.
My God, that's a fun way to think about it. Is how many calories it has and like how many days of food that actually is. It is a fun way to think about it because imagine going to imagine taking that to revolutionary times or something, or even further back when people were really struggling for food and like, this is actually 2 days worth of food, but we eat it all at one time.
There's a menu item at Taco Bell.
Of course.
And I was down bad one day. I think I was pretty hungover if I remember correctly, and all like my roommates were like, I don't know what we had done the night before, but I was like the first one up, and it was like I had to run some errands, and I like was done running them, and could not wait to just go home and be horizontal for a while. And they were like just waking up, and I remember texting them like, hey, I'm gonna get some food, like I'll get some food for the guys, like what do we want? And we were like, Taco Bell, like go get a fatty Taco Bell order. So I go to Taco Bell, and I'm like looking at the menu, ordering. I see this menu item, and I'm like, oh, that looks so good. I'm ordering that. It was a grilled cheese burrito. So it was like a huge burrito. It was like, I got the beef one. You can get whatever. And then outside of it, it was like it was like after the burrito was done, they took like a bunch more cheese, like seasoned cheese, and like put it down on the grill, and then put the burrito on there, and then flipped it onto more cheese. So it was a grilled cheese burrito. And it had like a little like label, like something next to it, like warning label looking thing. And I was like, oh, it's probably like, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, I don't
gluten thing, anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been. I was thinking it was something not great, but I got up to like once I ordered and got closer to the board and was waiting in line still, and like got the chance to read it. It said that it was warning like this one singular menu item has more than the daily average recommended amount of sodium in it.
It's crazy how, in some ways, we're so lucky to be alive during this time. Like, we're so lucky. I mean, we got people living to like 90 years old. You know, the life expectancy of a human being used to be like fucking 40 tops. You were an old ass man. But sometimes I just feel like maybe we've gone too far. And it's weird that the things that make me think that the most are the Taco Bell and Denny's menu items. Like when Denny's was making like cheeseburgers where the bun was donuts, like that's
peak.
Should we be stopped? Should somebody stop what's happening to the?
No, dude. And now I'm in the mood for Denny's too. They got the dude. I'm starved.
I am in the mood for Taco Bell. The problem is my favorite thing to get at Taco Bell is
chicken quesadilla.
Well, yes, but my absolute favorite thing to get at Taco Bell is the breakfast crunch wrap. It's the best breakfast fast food menu item available. I mean, aside from the McGriddle, obviously, but it is So good, and I just don't wake up early enough to eat it, which might be good because I'd get it every day, but my God, it's so incredible. I actually just watched this video of, it was like British school kids eat Taco Bell for the first time, and it fucked them up. They were loving it. But the Baja Blast, dude, the Baja Blast fucking really blew their minds.
Baja Blast used to mean something in this country, though.
I know. I've still never tasted it, actually.
What?
I've never had it before, which now I kind of wish I had tried it back in like the when like you said, it really meant something to this country.
Like it was Taco Bell only.
Right.
And then when we were in like high school, it came out for like summers, like July and August, they would sell Baja Blast. And it was like, dude, this is unreal. Let's get some Baja Blast. And then it would go away and then it would come back for the summer. And then it went full time. And honestly, now that it's full time, I don't really drink unless you have it here. Like I don't really drink Mountain Dew anymore. But I haven't had a Baja Blast in a long time, except for when you get Taco Bell.
Sure.
Obviously, then you get Baja Blast. But, like, what a cool thing for Taco Bell to have its own Mountain Dew flavor.
It truly is.
I
incredible.
wonder, like, what the payout was. Like, did Mountain Dew have to pay out Taco Bell to be like, hey, this isn't going to be exclusive anymore?
It's a good question. I'm sure there was some kind of contract that had expired or something that was able to let them do that. But it would be very interesting. I would love to read over that original contract, actually, because that was a Taco Bell having an exclusive Mountain Dew flavor. I mean, they did that back in, way back when.
Whenever it came out.
Which seems like
public.
A long time ago, actually.
Yeah.
Look it up. When Taco Bell started selling Baja Blast, but now brands doing exclusive deals and things like that is so much more common than what it used to be. So I wonder what that Taco Bell original Baja Blast.
They've got some crazy
deal
flavors
actually.
of Mountain Dew now.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen they have like the, like the Flamin' Hot dust? They have a Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's honestly, I've seen that in stores, and I've caught myself doing it, but I'm not doing it intentionally. If I see that on like the shelf of an aisle, I'll just kind of instinctively start to move to like the other side. It's like when you're seeing like a crazy homeless guy and you're like, I'll just walk to the other side of the street.
Just in case.
Yeah,
he might be a nice guy, but yeah. No, I agree. I don't like the look of it at all. Like something about that being in liquid form doesn't sit right with me.
Oh God. 2004 was when Baja Blast
was released.
Was
right to
Taco
Taco Bell. Out. It was still Taco Bell only?
Yeah, Taco Bell. Baja Blast first got its start at Taco Bell in 2004. I like how they're talking about it like it's a person.
Like 12 years at least until it got released, right? 2016 probably.
When those cans came out?
Yeah.
It was probably close there. I wouldn't be surprised though if it was like 2014 maybe.
No. I think it was right at the end of my high school career. Maybe it was going into my senior year, so maybe it was 2015. Sure.
Which would, again, make sense because that'd be,
11
we
years.
do like 10 years
for
a
10-year deal. They inked a 10-year deal.
Damn. Yeah.
I'm starving.
I know. Now I want Taco Bell so bad. I know. I got to get on my...
Are you heading back tonight or are you staying?
No, sticking around because my wife's getting back from Ireland. So
when?
Tomorrow.
Oh, look at that. I was actually going to ask you, like, when do they come home?
Yeah. They're coming back tomorrow, so could go back tonight, but then I'd just have to drive back tomorrow, and I might as well stick around. So,
might as well stick around. Man, I didn't know they came back. They came back tomorrow.
Yeah. I feel like I had more on the Baja Blast front.
I tapped on the Baja Blast.
I can't recall.
You're probably thinking Mountain Dew Throwback. You're probably Joan. Did we talk about Mountain Dew Throwback last week?
I have no doubt that we did. I don't know. I feel like we talked about it recently. Yeah. We did talk about it off camera. I don't know. Mountain Dew Throwback. It pops into the old noggin time and time again.
The cans were just so cool.
They were cool. They were fun, man.
Those boxes, dude. It reminds me of. It's like Rushford Lake. Very nostalgic to speak today because like I think Throwback Rushford Lake. I think Better Days. I think Buffalo Sabres, baby.
It's a very nostalgic episode for you. Which dude. That's why fall is the most nostalgic time of year. And I think that's why Halloween, very nostalgic time of year. Because leaves changing. It's natural to think about change and growth and things like that.
Nah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I think because like
Fuck
Halloween,
that. That's
you get
pussy
candy.
shit.
You
Actually,
think about like
I'm
dude,
not introspective
Halloween
at
is
all.
Halloween is to me is such a top tier holiday because I know you don't get like a day off. So it's people are instantly like second tier. You don't get a day off work. But here's the thing: as a child, it's the best because it's like it is kind of a day off school because you're doing costumes, candies, some type of
crafts.
parade or something like that. A little trick or treating, and then you get the trick or treat, so you get all that candy, and then once you're like too old to get candy, it's like Halloween parties. Then people start having Halloween parties, and Halloween parties are the best parties, dude. Halloween parties, undefeated. Like Halloween parties are awesome. One of the best parties you can have because like everybody's just always like, it's Halloween party. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
And then that's like the evolution of Halloween. So it's like you go from like it being cool to maybe a little lull when you're like a little too young to be partying, but a little too old to be trick or treating. But even then, you're doing something with your friends probably. And then you get to college, and it's like Halloween's the best holiday there is. Like,
right.
Yeah, we've been celebrating Halloween. You celebrate Halloween every weekend in college.
Yeah, right.
Of October, like 4 to 5 Halloween-based events. At least every Friday, probably a few Saturdays, and maybe even a couple like Tuesdays or Thursdays. Like you're getting and Halloween. Like if Halloween was on a Monday, then you celebrate that too. So you're talking like 8 to 10 Halloween celebrations per October when you're in college.
I think the best costume I had in college was priest costume.
Yeah, the priest is a classic
because I was doing weddings on the sidewalk, and I liked that.
Yeah,
that
he used to
funny.
marry a lot of people.
I did used to. Well, I mean, right when you get the certificate or whatever from the Universal Life Charge. Right when you become ordained. That's a word I couldn't think of.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing's burned a hole in your pocket. You just want to get as many people hitched as possible. So, yeah, I'll marry on Zoom, whatever, or FaceTime, whatever you want.
Elvis Chapel.
Yeah, pretty much. Just kind of.
Yeah, I FaceTimed you a couple times when I was in college for you to virtually marry some of my friends.
That was God.
It happened on multiple occasions.
Oh yeah, for sure. What a blast.
But yeah, no, Halloween's good. We did 1 year. We did the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, nice.
Me and my roommates. There's 5 of us, and just a lot of white.
Oh yeah.
All of us just wore white, whatever we could find.
Oh, I thought you meant your roommates, but yeah. The costumes, all white. Well, that's what. That's what they wore. That's a good one.
Yeah, I went to like the Salvation Army and got like this, woman's white denim jacket or something like that.
Beautiful.
And, yeah, a lot of white.
I got a feeling if we give it a couple of years, you'll be breaking that thing out. White denim. I think white denim's gonna have a big comeback.
I never wore it again. Like I left it on the floor, and it never came back.
Somebody found it in there.
Backstreet was back one night only.
One night. Yep. This is it.
Yeah. Backstreet was back that night though.
I've been just in a very spooky mood though lately. Been watching a lot of classics. Tonight I gotta watch something. No, maybe I'll throw that on. But I'm like real like Halloween centered stuff. Like Halloween, like Silence of the Lambs is like a great movie to watch during Halloween time.
Halloween movies?
I did. I just watched the first one. I just watched.
You should watch the new ones too, though. The original one's so good.
I know it's too good, honestly.
So which one is the one without Michael Myers? 3?
Yeah, 3. Season of the Witch.
2 is not bad.
No, 2. I like 2 a lot because
But then they have like a 4, 5, and 6, don't they?
They got a lot of weird stuff. Yeah, well, Paul Rudd is in the 4th one, I think, and he plays the kid who Jamie Lee Curtis is babysitting in the first one. He plays Tommy, and there's something where, yes, because I think in the second one Michael Myers does die like for real, and then that's why they make Season of the Witch. But then people were like, where's Michael Myers? So they went back to it, and I think
Michael Myers does not die. I think in the new ones he dies in every movie, and he's still alive.
Oh yeah.
Like the one spoiler alert, the one they freaking lock him in the basement and burn the place to the ground,
whole house down,
and he just is alive.
That's when it's. Too
I do
much.
like that opening scene of the newest Halloween movie though, when it's like those kids and they're like not kids. It's like college students, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna go back and like restudy like the psychology of Michael Myers, and they go to the insane asylum like place that he's at, and they're like, yeah, you can visit with him. He hasn't said a word in like over like however many years, and
don't they bring him the mask, right?
They pull, and like as they're about to pull the mask out, like all the other fucking crazy people in the insane asylum, because they're like in like it's like their recess time, and they're all in like a big like courtyard with like huge concrete walls around it, just like the top is open, and they're all like chained to the ground with like a painted white square around them.
Right.
And like that's their square, like that's the recess, and everything's like pretty quiet, and he's obviously not saying anything, and they're only showing the back of his head, and then they fucking pull the mask out, and all the crazy people start going crazy. Like, they're going ballistic, and he's still just standing there. But, like, it's like the aura of the mask, right? Like, it's got an energy. And then fucking next thing you know, I don't even remember how, but next thing you know, he's just out murdering people again.
It's the way it goes, man.
Should have never brought him the mask. He was dormant, and then you brought him the fucking mask, and then stab, stab, stab.
I wish that guy...
There's a couple good stabs in that one, too. There's one where they show it through, like, the front window of somebody's house, and he fucking, whoosh, like, really stabs them.
Maybe I will toss that one on.
Dude,
because that movie, I do like that one a lot. But I just I love Dr. Loomis in the originals.
Yeah.
That guy...
The original Halloween is so good. Fuck, I might watch it.
When he's running around, I shot him 6 times. That part is my favorite. I just watched...
I like, because he's he's like fascinated by Michael. You know what I mean?
But
like,
he's also the only one who's like, guys, this is like a full ass evil dude. There's you gotta understand, this isn't like a human being we're dealing with. Like, he constantly refers to him as like an animal. Because also in that, I literally just watched it. Like, he eats a dog. Or a skunker. They don't know if it's a dog or a skunk. But which I have never caught in my viewings of it before. But like, okay, this guy's really dealing with some stuff here.
He's a fucked up guy.
Yeah.
Should we do Who Win of the Week?
Yes. Let me just remember it.
I mean, I couldn't have teed it up for anybody.
I know. Fuck. I don't remember what it is.
Michael Myers is one of the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This week's Who Would Win of the Week is Michael Myers versus Hannibal Lecter.
Yes.
Dude, it was a little shaky. It was like, it starts with an H and just see what comes out.
Yeah.
You know why this is a cool one is because they're both,
freaks.
Full psycho murderers, and Michael Myers is a real. I mean, he's the epitome of a slasher in the sense that, like, he's dead quiet, and he that slow walking to like catch up with people, like, doesn't have to run. What's interesting to me is the intersections between these two guys, specifically the psychosis. Like, one of my favorite parts of Silence of the Lambs is there's that scene where Hannibal Lecter bites off that guy's face while he's still attached to the heart monitor, and his heart rate doesn't go up. That's very Michael Myers-esque, right? Like, they are both full-on psycho, but Hannibal Lecter is more of the gentleman psycho, if you will, right? Like, he speaks very well. He's like an educated guy,
and he wants he wants to kind of brain tease like the people, like the
FBI,
like the psychologists and stuff like that. Like, he wants to kind of. He realizes that they're fascinated by him, and he wants to like keep spinning that web.
He wants to play the game.
Fascinated, yeah. He
wants to play the game where there's no game for Michael Myers.
Yeah,
he just kills people.
Yeah, he just be killing. Well, there is kind of a game because he just wants to kill what's her name, but he doesn't really want to kill her. He just wants. I know,
and that kind of is all like pushed in later a lot and stuff. Like, they explore that a lot more, which is weird. But Michael Myers just straight like.
But they have a connection because of that first night, though.
Yes.
That's what it comes from.
Right. You're right. But Michael on that first night, though, I mean, the guy's just a killer.
Oh, yeah. My boy was just stabbing.
The other thing, Michael Myers is
does a lot more with skin, obviously.
That's true. Yep.
Like, which I think is, like, Michael just kind of kills people, even though he does it gruesomely, but then he just kind of leaves them.
But you know what? There's that thing. Interesting. Because Michael Myers, though, maybe I should take back a little of what I said, because there's that part, and again, I just watched the movie. I watched like this little making of type thing, but there's a part where he kills that guy with the glasses. Oh my god, it's when he he stabs him in the chest, or he like lifts him up, stabs him, and so his body's just like hanging there or whatever. So when that happens, right, they cut to a wide shot, and Michael Myers is, tilting his head, looking at it. It's really the most emotion we've ever seen him show. It's because he's admiring his work. That's what some guy in this thing said. So
definitely is.
There's a little more to Michael than meets the eye.
No, I think Michael, in his own right, is like very intelligent in the way that he does things. Like, I think the only time, and again, going back to like the new movies here, but like the only time you really see Michael get got is when they like trap him in that basement. You know what I mean? Like in terms of that one versus like the original two, I would say, because you got to think about it. I mean, the dude should not be difficult to catch. He's walking everywhere, and he's like he's always wearing the same clothes. Like he's not hiding from anybody. Like he is available. He is out there for the taking.
If you want to get in touch with Michael Myers, it's very easy to do.
Or so you think. But that's why it's like, well, there's more than meets the eye. Like, and also, you're right. He never runs. So, like, he obviously is very intelligent in terms of, like, geography because he's caught.
Never has to ask for directions.
No, and he's taken, you're running through the streets down the sidewalk, and he's taking the back roads, and he'll somehow end up in front of you, already in your in your closet. Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, this is a tough battle. I think that the thing is, I think a big part of Hannibal Lecter's, like, murderousness is the psychological aspect and his ability to talk and sound so, like, because he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room all the time, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Michael Myers is like, dude, I don't care what you have to say. Like, I am the greatest murderer of all time. He is the GOAT murderer. Like, he has Hall of Fame numbers. Like, he is the Michael Jordan of murdering.
And I think there's also what we see from them. I think that the more we talk about this, the more I'm like, these are kind of exactly the same guys. However, Hannibal Lecter, well, now I'm different styles for various reasons, for specific reasons, I think. And I want to get into that a little as we transition into, obviously, we got to touch on like the physicality of what this fight and how it's going to be. But if you look at them both and how they kill people, Hannibal Lecter, he is an older guy. He's got kind of a frailer frame. He does have to be a little more intelligent about how he kills people. He has to kind of dexter it a little bit. Like, I feel as though Hannibal Lecter is a little more of like the chloroform, and then fucking cut him up, whatever.
He's trying to protect the skin.
Right. Whereas Michael, because he's such a big dude, he really does not have to waste any time with quote-unquote pleasantries or things when he's murdering someone. He can just get right down to fucking business.
Let's get down to business.
Yeah. I like that song better than fucking anything Train's ever done.
No, that's not true.
Maybe not Drops of Jupiter, but fucking Hey Soul Sister, 100%.
Hey.
Drops of Jupiter is good.
That she's back from the atmosphere.
But the physicality is really what's going to put Michael over on this one because he is just so big, and Hannibal Lecter is just a little too small.
My boy is
a
beast. And he does, like, again, you could shoot him, stab him, light him on fire, impale him. You could probably cut him in half, and he would somehow still be walking around.
Oh, yeah, and I think it'd be a cool fight. It's two guys who... once Hannibal Lecter's back is against the wall, he is gonna go nuts.
I think that like the pre-fight media, like hour would be a lot better than the fight itself. Like a lot more, not better, but like a lot cooler. Because Hannibal Lecter would be like trying to talk, and Michael would just be like,
it'd be very McGregor Mayweather.
And then on the flip side of it,
I would love
once they got in the ring, like Michael just. Walk towards him, and like if Hannibal Lecter like tried to do something, Michael would just keep walking like until there was like nowhere else to walk, and then just stab.
Yeah, so I think just because of that brute force, I think is what gives Michael the edge here.
But as far as we know, he can't be killed.
Yeah, so I don't know, but
he is superhuman, and we don't really ever know why.
Which is I like because I hate the Halloween movies or moments where they start to get a little mystical. It takes away a lot from
like he kind of is mystical, but they kind of are sometimes like we don't understand it.
Yeah, but it's better if I think it's better if you just never address it at all because it's like we know it's fake. So let's lock in Michael for this one.
I'm gonna take Michael Myers.
A fun fight though, a fight that I really like, and I think you got to give Hannibal credit where credit's due, but Mike is he's a beast. He's too big of a guy.
I would love to go watch Halloween.
That's a great one though.
Get over there.
I got to tell you,
vote on that on Friday on Instagram. Two in the cooler. Who would win of the week? Michael Myers versus Hannibal Lecter.
And I got to tell you, I love talking about that. I love, I am maybe a little in the mood to watch the newest Halloween movie, but I got to be honest, because I'm gonna go to our parents' house. I'm gonna do a bunch of editing and just toss something up on the TV. I might watch Hubie Halloween again. I just think it's so good.
Well, if you're gonna throw on like a do something, like if you're gonna throw something on to do something, throw on Hubie, and then when you're done doing something, put on.
Right,
Halloween.
you want to pay attention. I might toss up an Addams Family. I haven't watched those this year, which I like a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
But Hocus Pocus, still good.
Did you watch Beetlejuice?
I haven't watched Beetlejuice yet. My wife wants to watch that, so
save that one. What about Unwrapped? Did you guys ever find the original for?
Yeah, we did.
Captions Off, and you watched it?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Dude, how'd you find it?
It's on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube for free in solid quality. Yeah, pretty good movie. Heartfelt, very heartfelt.
Great movie.
To tell you the truth, the
fucking mummy.
Harold is the mummy. I know, and it's like, who plays that mummy though?
Yeah.
Is the guy who is the voice is George W. Bush.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
And it's so crazy because Under Wraps came out
Joe Biden
999, dude. Joe Biden, fucking maybe today.
Yeah.
Am I right, folks? Nice little political commentary to finish while we're wrapping up here. At what cost?
Yeah,
at what cost? Yeah. Joe Biden. He's so old he could be a mummy. So this is why people tune in.
Yeah, because all that mummy does in that movie is.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, English, no English.
Yeah, I can't believe the Democrats aren't pushing them out already.
Second episode in a row, no cans.
I know, but next week we should
supposedly
have
less
fixed.
knobs, but
should
at
least
we'll have the cans.
Yes, because
less knobs, more cans.
New equipment's coming in.
Yeah,
but,
interesting way to live. But hey, listen, as long as everybody's happy, we're happy. Andy.
Yes,
I love you.
I love you too. Let's get out of here. Thanks, folks.